Welcome back to Off. We have cleared out Zone 3, which really only leaves the room. The last of the zones that we have not been to. We don't know much about the room other than that it's called the room, but it is, by very nature of its name, different from the previous zones. Now, something that I mentioned last time is these: the Grand Spectral, the Grand Finale, and the Grand Diagonal. An object associated with metal, associated with plastic, and associated with smoke. Of the 5 elements, that means we are missing the one associated with sugar and meat. Now, I thought it was a little bit odd that we have collected all 3 of these. Presumably one for each of the zones that we've gone through already. However, we've seen the introduction of all of the various elements thus far. So what exactly is left? Well, we didn't collect all 3 of these when the original one element was introduced or anything, which means one of these elements was associated with each of the zones. Which means if there are 2 remaining, that would leave 1 for the room and 1 for Zone 0. Just by looking at it, we have not actually purified Zone 0, though there aren't any specters here, so I suppose there's no special need to. Though this door is open, and if we come down, we find someone. That's a boss fight! Very quickly dropped into this boss fight. This is a person... Ow. This is a boss fight that we're dropped into here. I mentioned briefly that we have not yet purified Zone 0. I believe if you set combat to auto in the introduction, in the tutorial, when you're being taught how to fight by Cat Friend, you will actually just kill the cat, which purifies Zone 0. Which has some implications, but also it's not necessary to purify Zone 0. However, coming back to Zone 0, we do find this. I don't know what level we're supposed to be for this. I've seen people win this boss fight at a much higher and much lower level than I currently am, so we are going to see what happens. Sucre, or sugar. No known stats of any kind, no weaknesses or resistances. Dummy. Times 4. You can tell these are the 4 things in her hands. Delicious sugary candy. Unknown HP, no weaknesses, resistances. So, given all of the dummies, we're probably going to want to AoE those down quickly. We just got hit for 1,000 damage, which isn't the worst thing I've ever been hit by. I don't know, as usual, if I can even inflict the boss with poison. Powerful as poison is, it seems like it is largely useless against things that I actually want to hit it with. Low, average, considerable. I'm gonna go with considerable for now. Okay, I can select the other ones. Cures things. I don't think we need to cure anything right now. And you have special attack with multiple average impacts, multiple low impacts. There we go, and we got them all. Yeah, we are still all pure. I don't know what that is. It looks like Petrify? Okay, what do you have? Inflict poison, inflict blindness. Don't really care about those. Cures that, which we do want. We don't need to hit AoEs anymore. So let's go ahead and increase defense of the batter. And now the batter actually gets to go to town. Average, low element. She doesn't have any elemental affinities. We don't need to inflict anything, so we can just go to town. We don't need to cure anything that I know of. No, we have madness. Mutinous madness. Did that not work? We're still not too hurt on HP. Okay, madness wore off. So we can go back to just doing damage. I have no idea. Let's just go down the list, I suppose. Doesn't look like that did anything. Probably tried and failed to inflict a stat ailment. I've not been paying a lot of attention to the actual attacks. If memory serves, many of the attacks that she uses are sugary based. So like sweets and things like that. I think I've done... yeah, so let's do Epsilon. So everybody has defense up at this point. I'm going to save Epsilon's remaining CP instead of raising attack. You got hit kind of hard. So this is a semi-secret boss. It is not needed for the true ending. It is needed for a joke ending. But otherwise is mostly here for the reward and some lore, I suppose. Man, they really want Batter to just be using home runs all the time. Crap. Okay, Alpha's just about out of juice. Batter needs to heal you. I was looking at the yellow CP number and I was like, why didn't CP go up? Okay, this cures things. You don't really do anything of importance, so you can just go to town until you're out of juice. Oh, Batter's furious. You don't really have anything that can help with that. Batter's still furious. Just making sure. Cures fury. So I have 18 left, which is exactly enough to use that one last time. You're hurting a little. You cure status effects and you're running out of juice. Let's just keep having you attack at this point. So unless I wanted to waste items on recovering CP, which I could, we are just using normal attacks. Madness. Oh, the Batter didn't need to, though. The Batter can actually go to town. I am debating. Yep. Let's just do that for now. Are you still? You are. Madness. Okay, so we need heals. We need heals, which is the Batter's responsibility. I do think I'm going to use some... I don't have many of these. Did I not grab more? Have I not I haven't. I never bought more after the last boss fight. Okay, in case we have to deal with status effects, you get priority. I'll also give one to you, because we can use the damage. You need to be healing. I believe save second base as opposed to save third is actually more CP efficient. So if I don't need it... Yeah, like 20 is absurd. Maybe once that'll maybe be worth it once we have a lot more HP than we currently have, or someone is down to like single double-digit HP. 900 HP is not bad. I will leave that in for now. That did not work. You are our next large damage dealer. This. So we're outlasting well enough. Epsilon is nearly dead, I notice. Okay, we don't have enough for that. Let's just hit this. Do that, and then as soon as Batter's turn comes around, you can... Yeah, it maybe would have been worth it to use third there. So we need HP still. So Batter needs to be on healing duty. Otherwise, we're running out of items. Omega is actually important to have juice. Batter is important to have juice. Okay, so everybody's fine otherwise, so you can waste your turn. I have 8 of these. No, you need to be healing. You desperately need to be healing. Okay, madness. Who's low? You're not doing anything of note. You are attacking because you don't have any juice. You are healing. Everybody's pure. Yeah, you're just attacking. Slowly getting everybody up. You are furious. You are the one that I need to that cures my furious. And my madness. It's a little butts. No, I may have items that can heal. I should look. Madness. All negative. Okay, everybody's pure. Mostly everybody's just attacking. If someone has a status effect, Omega fixes it. Unless Omega is the one status effect, at which point we just kind of wait it out. Well, I can use an item. I have these. I don't know how long that lasts. And Omega needs to remain available to cure status effects. Okay, we're actually getting our HP up slowly. Okay, so Omega... Okay, everybody's fine. Batter is running out of juice, though. Ah, crap. Okay, well, as soon as Omega's turn is up. Okay, nope, nope, nope. Get the batter some juice back. You are getting nearly dead. It's not much, but we are always making forward progress. That's kind of one of the important things about if you get put on the back foot, you can very easily get caught in a spiral where you're just doing nothing but recovering and keeping up with what the enemy is doing to you. And you have, at some point... Okay, I can actually go to town again. Damage. Zero. I think zero is miss, effectively. Okay, we need more damage. I don't know if I'm going to be using much in the way of... Hey! Zachary. That was self-defense, though. She didn't want to talk. We were not aggressive. We walked in and asked who you are. Why are you here? Perfectly reasonable questions. And she said, nah, I'd rather fight. And she did until she died. What her story is isn't really known. Obviously, she knows Zachary. And if you go to Zachary after that, that's all he gives you. So this is probably early game. Oh, it's not actually early game stuff. This is like end game stuff. Well, I don't have a lot of money. Maybe I should go farm. Maybe I should go farm luchadors. Well, I think one of the first thing I'm going to do is buy a heck ton out of combat. We're going to buy those, get those back. Nothing else I really care about. So at this point, we're just getting equipment. So, weapon for the batter. And there's nothing else for the batter as far as that goes, so weapon for the batter. Okay, offensive, offensive. If this is more expensive, it's probably better. And that's all my money. Oh, so I think it's been pointed out that I don't know if it's a font issue with this because I don't believe it worked like this, but I'm playing the original version of the game. So I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what's going on. But apparently it does actually list the number going down here. It's just the font is the same color as the background. Which is similar to our inventory down here. So at least for the moment, we can assume... Okay, 3 boastfuls. Boastful is the best we got. I'm gonna double check equipment otherwise. That is worse. I am pretty sure I went over all of the equipment that we got in the Negazone. But let's go ahead and make sure that we are actually, like, using it. Okay, Monday. Everything else is reasonable. How much money do I have? I got 4K. Which is enough for... Those are weapons, so these 4 are what is left. 1, 2, 2, 3. So that's 1. That is going to be expensive. I can probably afford one of these, 3 of these. And that was our defensive 2. So, fibula epidermis. Okay, we're back up to 1K, which is still not a lot. But that leaves us with the... We are at least good on our weapons and our 2s. So, better 1s all around, better 3s all around. So that is 4 of them, 4 of them. Which is a crap ton of money. That's 12 plus... Yeah, that's like 25K we need. But anyway, so what we came here for was... Grand Chocolatier. An item associated with sugar. So, Sucre, or Sugar, who we just fought down there, we know very little about, other than her obvious association with sugar, the fact that she knows Zachary, the fact that Zachary mourns her loss, but understands that that was probably the best outcome for her. And we did get the item connected to sugar. Of note, there are a few humans in this world. This is something that I've mentioned before. Zachary is one of them. I believe Enoch is one of them. And Sugar was one of them. Does this mean that humans are actually kind of a step above, a higher level entity, maybe viewing from the outside, so to say? Your interactions with Zachary would imply that. But Zachary's the only one that acts like that. Which makes me think that humans aren't special in this world. Anyway, we need an absurd amount of money. I could have sworn I could have traded that for something somewhere, but perhaps not. So with that done, though, welcome back to Off. Last time we beat up a lady. She wasn't entirely right in the head. She referred to us as a kind of duck being, which is curious. This can have a few implications, one of which is for later. The other of which is a batter's hat has like a duck bill to it, the bill of the hat. So it may also just be a reference to that, or the reference to that affects the other thing that I'm not going to get into. Anyway, with that, we have done all that we can in the existing 4 zones.